Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So, let's start off with Diane and Alexis. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I get that everyone has baggage, right? With Robert, it comes down to exes. There's always an ex. There's always an ex you have to sit there and save, rescue, take care of, whatever. And now this whole thing with Anna. And she's in a very complicated spot, right? Because of what happened to Anna. She understands that she's going through a lot. She's going to need Robert's support. And, you know, on one hand, she's like, yo, listen, this is. Most people wouldn't date someone who is involved with their exes to that extent, right? Now, the things that she likes about Robert is that he's always there for his exes and things of that nature. And, granted, it would be a bad look if he just practically just kicked his exes to the curb, if they're going through something, big and they need his help. It's not a good look. But at the same time, it's just like, she's just like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. And again, this is the reason why most people wouldn't want to deal with somebody who, exes is that involved in their lives. In all reality, I personally think that she can do better than Robert. And again, why deal with that headache in the first place? Alexis is happy that she sees her two kids, getting along and everything. And that's Molly is helping Christina with contracts and things of that nature. They're getting along. Everything is all nice and peachy clean. Now, I knew that this was going to happen. Everyone knew that this was going to happen. The writing was on the wall. I know what am I talking about, right? Andrea comes in and she tells TG that she lost a baby. And I'm just like, one, that is probably the worst news that you can ever sit there and hear. But also just like, man, it's not like I didn't see this coming. And I'm going to be completely honest. We know that they're going to eventually ask Christina to sit there and be a surrogate. I'm going to be honest. I want her to make it as hard as hell for them. I want her to sit there and be like, you know what? I was willing to sit there and do it before. You practically treated me like trash. Why should I help you now? Yeah, we sisters and everything like that, but the way that Molly made it seem was like Christina was going to sit there and lord it over her head and constantly throw it in her face. And it was just like, that accusation literally came out of nowhere. And the sad thing is that it was so bad that some people, when I was sitting there reading the comments, actually believed that. So now I'm just like, if Molly and TJ ask, I want Christina to sit there and say, no, I got too much going on now. Y'all treated me like crap when I asked you to do it the first time. Why should I do it now? That's going to be one tough conversation that TJ's going to have with Molly. He was already sitting there venting with Portia about it because it's literally just that bad. And so he winds up calling up Molly. He's like, yo, listen, we need to talk now. You need to drop what you're doing. We need to talk now. Because she's sitting there talking about how she wants to leave the DA's office, because she's just going to be focusing on being a mom. And now, yeah. Seems that Austin has a lot of, how should I sit there and say this? He's coming across as really ungrateful to Cyrus, right? Listen, you make a deal, you gotta sit there and own it. But Cyrus, you gotta own it, right? You did business with the devil. He paid for your medical school and everything like that. You knew it was gonna come with some strings attached to it. He keeps talking about, oh, I want out. You promised. You made a deal. Okay, well, now he's going to make a new deal. Now the new deal comes in. New deal is simple. You work for him until he tells you that he doesn't need you anymore. When he tells you he doesn't need you anymore. And he's also sitting there saying, listen, I'm getting Mason off your back. And he makes it perfectly clear, all right, cool, you can sit there and walk. You want to walk? Okay, I don't know how far you're going to get because, you've been doing a lot of crimes and stuff like that, and evidence may just mysteriously just come to light, and, it wouldn't be good for you. But you still want to walk, though, right? You still want to just walk free, just la di da. Oh no, you don't want to do that anymore. You want to work for me? I knew you would see things my way. I mean, I don't understand. And what planet do you actually think that? Oh, well, you believe in God, right? So you're gonna be honest in 1 second. Now I have a question. Given what Haven that shopping network did to Sasha the last time, why the hell would they choose them to work with if they say that they have other options? When I literally saw them walking into, what was it, home and healthcare or home and something, I'm like, why are you there for? Since they're talking to Haven and being like, oh, well, we got our lawyers this time, so if you try any funny business, I'm like, it wasn't just funny business. You literally reminded this woman of the worst day that she's ever had to sit there and deal with. And you're just like, oh, well, let's work with them again. What? I mean, seriously, you really needed them that bad? You couldn't go to any other shopping network. You just had to go to them. It made zero sense. It really did. And it just made zero sense. Anyway, to get Cody, Haven gets some pushback. Maxie's like, okay, well, cool. If you don't do it, then we're going to go somewhere else. I'm sitting there thinking, um, why are we here? But she allows it. They do great. They sell out of that magic wand or whatever the hell that is. And towards the end, Sasha's like, I can't work with Cody again because I have feelings for him. Which, let's be honest, we all knew that was coming. Okay? We all knew that was coming. You know, I do love GH. I criticize it a lot. Criticize it more than the others because I've grew up with it the longest, and my expectations of that show is a lot higher. With that being said, we sort of writing on the wall. I guess that's kind of the trade-off of watching this. As long as you watch it, you just pick up on patterns. Oh, and then there was some pointless conversation with Marshall and Curtis about meditation and how it helps them or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was probably important to some people. I just really didn't give a damn. I thought Portia was going to come in there and be like, hey, Curtis, just that you might want to talk to might want to talk to TJ, because of X, Y, and Z. I kind of knew she wasn't, but I thought she was. All she did was come in there and talk about how grateful she is. Okay, not exactly the conversation that I was expecting, but okay, sure. I get it. Sometimes you gotta sit there and count your blessings, and a tragedy to one person can sit there to remind you of the important things that you got going in your life. So I'll sit there and put it that way. Um, yeah, I feel like that's about it. I can't think of anything else, but if I forgot anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born the Beautiful, Young and Restless. Also, I'm working on something, right? And if it works out well, and I can't say what it is, then it's something I always sit there and talk about how you should be a member anyway. Let's just sit there and say this much. If I get the go ahead, this thing that I'm working on, and I can't really sit there and say what it is, you are definitely going to want to be a member. Let's put it this way: when I heard some stuff, I had to sit there and pause what I was watching, take a good lap around my house, just kind of walk off the excitement, and come back and finish my review. Um, so I'll sit there and say that it's one of those things where it's like if it does work out, you're going to want to be a member because it's going to be crazy. That's the only thing I could sit there and say. Just take my word for it. Um, by hitting the description box in the by hitting the join button description box. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.